Are you a woman looking for tips on pregnancy, baby traveling, or party planning? Well, have no fear. The author of the book series Tips for Clueless Chicks, Jennifer Durbin, is here with us today, and she can definitely give you those answers and tips that you've been looking for. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for
First, I
having me.
wanted to ask you, what made you want to start this book of series called Clueless Chicks?
So I'm kind of infamous for over-researching everything. So my friends always came to me for advice for planning their wedding. Then when I was pregnant, it was pregnancy tips and so on. And so I decided, you know, if these are valuable to people, I want to write a book so that I can help more people with my simple tips. Because really, it's all about keeping it simple.
Right, definitely that. Can you briefly describe the three books that you already have published out there so the people can know?
Sure. So there are 3 books. The first is the pregnancy tips for the clueless chick, and it's just a quick start guide to pregnancy. What I found is it's very overwhelming when you first get pregnant to pick up like a 600-page pregnancy manual.
Right.
So this is more of like the Cliff Notes, where you start and then you can do more research in different areas as is appropriate.
Okay, that's awesome.
And then the second one is traveling with babies, because that's the next thing that becomes very overwhelming. And it's traveling everything from going to the grocery store, which can be surprisingly overwhelming with a newborn,
yes,
to how to get a passport and travel internationally. So
okay,
it's a little bit of everything. Kind of makes it more fun and enjoyable.
Right.
And then the third in the series is party planning tips for the clueless chick. This I had a tough time keeping under 100 pages because it was so fun to write.
Right.
There's so many different aspects of party planning that you can look at, and it's everything from, you know, of course, baby showers and little kids' birthday parties,
right,
but also adult parties, so themed Oscar parties or Halloween parties or just a surprise birthday party.
Oh, that is so great. I needed that 2 months ago. But what makes your book series stand out from other self-help books?
So my goal is, again, to keep it simple. So the reason I named the series The Tips for the Clueless Chick is because we all feel clueless sometimes.
Yes.
Whether it be planning a big party, when you're first pregnant, when you're first traveling with a baby that you've just adopted.
Right.
It's very overwhelming, and feeling clueless is totally okay because you can't automatically know everything.
Right.
So my aim here is to make you feel a little less clueless. So it's not condescending, it's not overwhelming. I've written them so that you feel like you're sitting down with a girlfriend who's saying,
yes,
girl, this is what you need to do, or try this, or do not do that.
Right, which is very helpful. But do you have any current projects coming up for people, fans that already have your book?
So there are a couple more that are in the works. I haven't finished them yet, but I am working on them. And I've been spending more time doing more speaking engagements and working with people one-on-one,
right,
doing some more personalized coaching through pregnancy and party planning.
Oh, that is so awesome. Well, I have a question. What tips do you have for women who want to follow into your footsteps and maybe start their own book series?
Go for it. So one of the hardest things for me to do was to tell anyone I had written the first book.
Right.
So I finished my pregnancy tips book, and it was 6 months before I even told anyone I had written it because I was too nervous. You know, I'd be putting myself out there for potential rejection.
Right.
And so the most important advice is to believe in yourself and just go for it.
Yes, most definitely. I saw something that said you do tips on Tuesday. Can you explain to us what that about?
So those are just easy bite-sized tips. So it may be everything from, you know, how to wrap silverware if you have a buffet at your party so that your silverware and your napkin are all in one and guests can grab and go. Or it may be a tip like, oh, don't forget this bottle brush that you're buying for your baby, you can also use for wine glasses or your water bottle. So it's multifunctional. So it will be gear that grows with you. So it's meant to be just little bite-sized tips that you can get every Tuesday.
And if people have that, where can they actually email you or send you advice on tips that they may need?
So cluelesschick.com is the easiest way to get in touch with me. You can also follow me on Facebook or on Twitter, and you can always email me at info@cluelesschick.com.
That is great. So if you have any questions, or if you want to follow her, or if you want to get more information about her books, you can check out cluelesschicks.com or tell them your Twitter.
My Twitter is @clueless_chick.
Oh, definitely got to follow you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.